This is Countdown to Economic Collapse, July 17th, 2011. I'm David John Sponheim, running for President 2012 for America's Third Party. Well, recently a Gallup poll was conducted and supposedly 32%, as you can see from the chart, support increases with revenue coming from tax dollars. Well, you can also see that 30% of the people in America are against that, are just in favor of spending cuts only. And you can see at the bottom of the chart that 50% are actually in favor of overall spending cuts. So the resounding message is the American people want spending cuts. But Barack Obama tweaked it and decided that no, because that 32% wants revenue increases from taxes, we are going to say that the American people support revenue increases from taxes. Do you see how all of this is tweaked? Statistical judo is being played by Barack Obama right before your very eyes. You see, he's avoiding the simple idea of cutting the budget because the people that backed him, that got him to the office of the presidency, they want their pork barrel spending. They want all of that money. Current contracts that are hooked up to the system. Halliburton, $4 billion. These are the kind of contractors that aren't going to let go of an easy buck from the American taxpayer. So what we have right now is a puppet president who's endorsing his corporate sponsors and then pretending like it's the Republicans' fault. Well, recently, Obama said that Social Security benefits would stop as of August 3rd, 2011, when or if the Republicans refuse to raise the debt ceiling. Well, that's like saying that disabled people and old people should bear the brunt of this economic downturn. And to raise the debt ceiling, which is probably what they're going to do that would be to say that we're not going to ever truly stay within a debt ceiling. We might as well just raise it retroactively every 2 years. But unfortunately, Barack Obama is still looking for those tax increases. Now, ironically, the people that did vote for the tax increases as a way to solve our problem, they're mostly thinking that we want to tax the rich. But Barack Obama, I don't think he just wants to tax the rich. I think he wants to tax everybody. Now, we don't support that at America's Third Party. As you know, we want a flat tax, which will lower taxes for everyone and make it a fair playing field when it comes to revenue coming from the taxpayer and the working man. We've got other issues going on. The euro recently is under, again, an assault from the Greek default. The Greek default has not gone on, but they've run stress tests to determine if the European banks have enough money. Well, they don't. They're going to have to fork over $113 billion. Now, that's putting big pressure on other markets as well. You're going to see the commodity markets increase in price. You're going to see a lot of people take safe haven, again, in silver and gold. You see, it's the only tangible thing that people can hold on to. And because of the recent scare with the silver market, you're going to see people buy actual silver as opposed to just paper, which is going to send a shockwave through companies that trade only in paper silver like JP Morgan Chase. I think the first signs of the economic collapse will come in the municipal sector. Municipal bond issues will be defaulting. City governments will no longer be able to hire their employees. You're going to see a lot of people laid off. And the states that are in trouble will definitely head toward bankruptcy. These are the symptoms of this economic collapse that is looming. And you will see it this year. All of this at a time when the American people care more about J-Lo and Mark Antony getting broken up in their relationship. I know, it seems so ridiculous. The American people are oblivious to what's really happening. Their mind is being kept on happy thoughts. Or maybe they just don't like each other because they've been so factionalized, hating Democrats or hating Republicans. They don't really want to unite. And that is essentially the crux of the problem. If we don't unite, we'll never get out of the situation we're in. If we don't address the huge waste that's currently in government and the corruption endemic in our system, we are going to fall to the wayside as a result of this incredible money grab that everyone seems to be involved in. When I say fall to the wayside, I mean this country is slipping in production, in revenue, in our share of the world market, and in the value of our dollar. And that's a serious problem and will impact our nation. Now, if the budget isn't resolved and the debt ceiling is not raised by August 2nd, we will see a major catastrophe. And I certainly hope Barack Obama doesn't follow through on his threat to cut Social Security for people like older people and disabled people. That's just the lowest thing a politician can do. That's not the kind of cuts you need. You need to cut the military budget, the $650 billion in military apportionments. or cut Halliburton's $4 billion, or cut anybody's apportionment that they're getting other than the people who are at the bottom of the run. And when Obama makes threats like that, it shows you how desperate he is. And he knows he's slipping in the polls. He knows the American people are not happy with the lack of performance. I can assure you, I am not going to sit on my hands, play golf or one-on-one basketball. I'm going to be working 18-hour days to get this country back on track. And I get it. You need a leader, and I am a leader, and I can show people the way, and I can be assertive enough to make it happen in a very quick manner. But I'm not going to be able to do it sitting in an office, in a studio, talking to the American people on YouTube. We have to get this party off the ground, and we're doing it at America's Third Party. We're forming the CentristAlliance.com as well, and we're gaining support all around the country. So join in this effort to unite fiscal conservatives with progressives, and join America's Third Party. I'm David John Sponheim, and I support this message.